Hey guys, this is a continuation video from a request from a subscriber, or hopefully he's a subscriber if we come over here. Keith Clark wanted me to do some tools for beginners to kind of like begin to chart. Today we are going to go over charting with supports and resistances. If you didn't watch our video on trending, stop right now and go to the channel, like and subscribe, and watch our video on trending. Because otherwise, the tool that I'm using for trending might not necessarily make sense to you, and I really do want it to make sense to you guys. So go over there and watch that video first. It's your boy Blackrue, Q Indigo Saint.
Who's this producer?
Best believe I was black or invested. With your money, you ain't gotta be guessing. Profits is what we manifested. So we binge on our black or invested. Best believe I was black or invested. Got course in this race, we ain't resting. We got stocks, we got crypto with a blessing. So thank God for that black or invested. Best believe I was
What's up, guys? It's your boy Blackrue back with another video. You can catch me every Monday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the Benzinga channel, where we do the Ruell Report, where we go over stock and crypto, mostly crypto. If you're not familiar with Benzinga, they are one of the worldwide leaders in stock news. They provide news for people like TD Ameritrade, WeBull, among others. Very, very thankful and blessed to have a show on that channel. I love the people at Benzinga. Shout out Benzinga. So today, guys, we're going to be talking about support and resistance. Yeah, let's just get into it. So just note, guys, support and resistance. This is going to be later replaced with the GAN fan, but what you need right now is just like a rudimentary understanding of support and resistance. And literally, we could do a class on, like, a long class on trending, a long class on support and resistance. I'm just going to show you how I personally use these. This is not financial advice, but this is how I personally use it. If y'all want to use it the Blackrue way, go right ahead. But any losses y'all make, is, your own loss, okay? But my hope is, though, that you definitely walk away with something from this here. So let's do it. So support and resistance. The thing to note here is first we have to start with trend. Okay, so with this 4-hour chart, basically you could almost say, if we draw some lines, some trend lines, we could almost say Bitcoin is really kind of running just sideways, which makes a little sense. We got the war going on right now. I can only pray for the people. No, not trying to be insensitive at all, but with the war, people just don't know what to do or how to take the crypto market right now. So it's running sideways. But what we can do is we can mark out our lowest points and our highest points for a while. So low and high. Low is about 34. High is about 45. And this is on a 4-hour chart. This will actually be a little bit easier to look at than the day chart, because the day chart is just, it's a little bit bigger. We kind of want to get an idea of what Bitcoin is doing now, because we can already see from the day chart Bitcoin is just trending down at this current moment in time. Okay, so we go to the 4-hour, and from the 4-hour, the 4-hour trend is kind of moving sideways. And if we pick, like, pick a point. So say we're going, okay, we're going from like the last week, for instance. For last week, Bitcoin, the low was like about 37. The high is about 44. Okay. So what this does is, okay, and really you could say right here, if you wanted to, you either put this as a low point, or you could pick this as a low point, which is 38.7. And here's what you kind of know, okay? So when I look at it, I'm looking at, okay, what is the trend? And usually it's gonna head. Okay, so first of all, let's take a little step back. First of all, we got support is the bottom one, and then the resistance text. Oh my gosh, sorry guys. It was easy the first time, but now it's like whatever. Okay, support, resistance. So support is the bottom one, resistance is the top one. But note, this is like leveling up, okay? So once something passes its resistance, now we start all the way over again. If I just can come and borrow this line, copy, paste. I'm not going to draw this line to a support or resistance because it hasn't broken it yet. But if it had, then the support would now be, the resistance would now be the support, and then you have a new resistance. So it's basically leveling up and leveling down. Okay? So since we're right here, the last part to really take away from the support and the resistance thing is the trend. Since we don't have a trend right now, we don't know which way it's going to break. But say we did have a trend, like, okay, let's go over here, for instance. Okay? It's going to be hard to say about this because everything's already known. But try to bear with me here. So let's say we were at this point. No. Let's go right. Oh man, I don't think there's a good point. Let me just say we're right here. Okay, that would be the support, or that would be the resistance, and because we're right here, we're like right here. Okay, let's say we're right there, and that would be the support. Okay, let's just say that's what we're on right now, right? Okay. So, I forgot which one I picked. Okay, right here. Yep, okay. So, in this instance, we would know Bitcoin's been trending down. So, since we're right here, chances are whichever way this is going to move is possibly going to move more towards its support because the trend has been negative, all right? That's what you get from that. Whereas if we're over here and say we came to this point, we're like right at this point here. Resistance support. We know since the 50, ignore that line. We know since the 50 is over the 200, right? The Bitcoin is trending bullish. It's a bullish trend. So if it continues to go up, we're thinking more along the lines that it's going to head towards the resistance and not the support. Now this is the sketchiest of sketch estimates, all right? There are other tools that you're going to use to add to this that makes that way less sketchy than just thinking that it's going to go up because of the trend. But bear with me because we haven't gotten to that part yet. But this is just like the educated guess that you're starting with based off of trend and based off of support and resistance. Now we're going to add something called RSI in the next video, and that's going to lead us more towards a better guess. And then we're going to add Wyckoff, and then we're going to add GAN. And with those tools, I feel like we've got a really, 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 really good educated guess of where something's going to move in a swing trading perspective. All right. So the thing to take away from here is support and resistance. Whenever it levels up, that resistance now moves to a higher point, and that support, that like the resistance moves up and the support, everything moves up. Just if it passes the resistance, everything moves up and you're leveling up. Now that resistance becomes a support and there's another resistance. And this happens no matter what. Even if like it's reached a new high, you just don't know. There's no real resistance because you just don't know. But in cases like that where it's going to reach a new high, what we tend to choose as a resistance point. So say right here, Bitcoin's at a high of 69, and you'll notice this sometimes too. So naturally, if Bitcoin's at 69, the resistance is really the next whole number. So it's gonna be like in a division of like 5. So if it's at 69, the next whole number is 70. If it's at like 62, the next one in divisions of 5 is 65. And that's how you do that when something's broke a high, and it's at a new all-time high. Okay, so I think I just about covered everything. This is very, very, very rudimentary. We're gonna add RSI to it, and it's gonna make a lot more sense. Trust me. So definitely tune into the next video, because really on support, resistance, and trend alone, I feel like that's just not enough to make a really kind of like, it's an educated decision, but it's not the most accurate. So like and subscribe, guys, for sure. We're making a push to 1,000 subscribers. Come over and watch my previous videos here. Have a good one, guys. Peace.